Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm super excited to show you guys this one today because it's an oldie but reimagined. So it is a s'mores FREAKSHAKE cupcake. Now, for those of you who've been watching for a while, you know that I did a collaboration with Yolanda Gant from How to Cake It last August, I think it was. I can't remember, it was around that time. And I did a mint choc chip FREAKSHAKE cupcake because mint choc chip is her, I can't even say it, is her favorite flavor. Now, today I wanted to give that one a go again, and I thought s'mores is a delicious flavor. Most people love s'mores, I love s'mores. For those of you who don't know what s'mores is, it's like graham crackers and marshmallow and chocolate, and it's delicious. And these are the ingredients you need to make them. Okay guys, so start off by preheating your oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. The ingredients you're going to need are some cocoa powder, flour, softened butter, eggs, salt, bicarb soda, sugar, milk, and some chocolate sauce. For the donuts, you're going to need some flour, melted butter, milk, water, dry yeast powder, some sugar, salt. We're also going to need some marshmallow fluff, graham crackers. Now, if you're in Australia, you can grab some digestive biscuits at Woolies. I was going to use some chocolate blocks in this, but I decided not to in the end. You're also going to need some vanilla extract and some marshmallows. And guys, if you're watching this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I upload 2 new videos a week. We're going to start off with our cupcake. So drop all of your dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Mix that on low speed until everything's well combined. Then you're going to add your softened butter and mix that on low speed until it reaches a crumbly sand-like texture. Now, sometimes depending on the moisture of your flour, it might not look crumbly, it might look like a paste. That's completely fine, it's normal. While that's mixing, add your milk and eggs to a large jug, and you're going to whisk those up. Once you've whisked them up nicely and they're well combined, add them to your dry ingredients in a slow and steady stream. Once they're all in there, you can stop your mixer and scrape down the bowl just to get the bits at the bottom that might not be mixed in properly, and mix for a final 20 seconds. You're going to line your cupcake tin with cupcake liners. Fill these up about 3/4 of the way. Once you finish scooping these, you're going to crush some graham crackers on top, and then you're going to bake them for about 25 minutes. Once they're finished baking, you can transfer them to a cooling rack. Moving on to our donut, we're going to add some water to a bowl, along with some dry yeast powder and a teaspoon of the sugar from the recipe. Give it a gentle mix. Now you want to make sure that water is warm because it's going to allow that yeast to grow. So it's going to take about 10 minutes to grow. Then you can add that to a large mixing bowl along with your melted butter, some milk, sugar, an egg yolk, salt, and some vanilla extract. Now you're going to whisk that up nicely. We're going to add half of our flour and whisk that up. Now if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. Then we're going to switch to our dough hook, add the rest of the flour, and we're going to knead this for about 10 minutes. It's going to get really nice and smooth. We're going to sit this in a warm spot for about an hour and allow it to rise. You're going to add some flour to a workbench, add your risen dough, which should be nice and soft, and you're going to roll this out to about 2 centimeters in thickness. Now I'm using a 5 centimeter in width cookie cutter to cut out my donuts. And I'm just using the end of a little 1M tip, piping tip to cut out the donut holes. You're going to set these aside once you finish cutting them for about 20 minutes to allow them to rise again. Now I'm going to fry these in some vegetable oil. Now you want to get the oil hot enough so that it's sizzling and making these donuts golden and not burning them. So kind of like a medium-high heat. Once the donuts are completely golden and beautiful, you're going to allow a little bit of that excess oil to drain before you add them to a plate lined with some paper towel. Now to finish these cute little donuts off, we're going to coat them in some cinnamon sugar. Our cupcake's baked beautifully. We're going to core the center and fill it up with some marshmallow fluff. I'm using a large Wilton tip to frost my cupcakes with some beautiful chocolate ganache frosting. You can find the recipe for that on my website. We're going to drizzle some chocolate sauce on top of that. Now I just cut the end of my donut just to help it sit on top of that frosting a little bit better and make it sturdier. We're going to drizzle some chocolate sauce on top of that. Add your graham cracker shard and your marshmallow there. You're going to toast the marshmallow with a kitchen torch. And guys, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so those were my s'mores FREAKSHAKE cupcakes. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. You're going to find the recipe on my website, thescranline.com. What do you guys think of this new kind of little bit more widescreen, a little bit more of me type thing? I got a new camera. It is incredible. Now, actually, the other thing I want to tell you guys is I am working on making a new section of my website, which shows you guys all photos and a description and possibly where you can grab all of the equipment I use, including the ice cream scoop, which everybody asks me about, and the papers, which everybody also asks me about. I'm working on it. It's going to take a while. I'm a one-man show, but it's coming. Also, there's an awesome competition coming, so be excited for that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I upload 2 new videos a week for you guys. I can't wait to show you what's coming on Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.